Music, an aspect of life that gives many of us a euphoric feeling of happiness like nothing else, and it is something that is near enough impossible to avoid, whether it be on a Saturday night in town or on the radio in the car. Music has become more accessible than ever. The most popular way of listening to music is via online streaming. It is a music library at the touch of a button, above and beyond any record collection. We conducted a survey that showed up to 88% of us use streaming as a premium medium for listening to music, with Spotify being one of the most popular. It is one of the biggest streaming services on the market today, with subscriptions being around $9.99 a month, with some students even paying $4.99 a month. However, where there are consumers, there are producers, and for artists that aren't selling out worldwide tours, streaming appears as a different platform.
I think in practice, I think it's very difficult to do anything other than get casual listeners who may listen once, but will they actually ever be invested enough to make sure they listen to the whole song, listen to it multiple times so it can grow on them. But really the aim is to try and build up a relationship with an audience with the hope that you can actually kind of build up that sense of loyalty to get more people to your gigs.
In 2014, Taylor Swift took all her music off Spotify as she claimed that all valuable things should be paid for. This was in relation to Spotify's freemium model, where basic features are free. Co-founder and CEO of Spotify, Daniel Ek, defends his free streaming on Spotify and claims that's how 80% of its current subscribers started out.
Yeah, I went to Nashville many times and talked to her team, spent more time directly explaining the model, why streaming mattered. And the great news is I think she saw how streaming was growing. I think she saw that fans were asking for it. So eventually, when the new album came up, she came to Stockholm and spent some time with our team there, figuring out a way that made sense for her.
According to Digital Music News, Spotify pays out the least of the major platforms at 0.34 pence per stream, whilst Apple Music pays out the most at 0.56 pence per stream, and Amazon Music meanwhile pays out 0.402 pence per stream.
You know, I've worked with Amy Winehouse on more than several tracks, and that still pays not very much money. We're talking hundreds rather than thousands over you know, a quarterly period in some cases. You know, Apple Music or iTunes, as it has traditionally been most of the time, where you can hear a section of the song, but if you want to have it, you buy it and have it in your iTunes. That feels to me like a fair exchange.
So as we see a world full of technological advancement, it is clear that music is an aspect that isn't going to be left behind.